Hey, so in this video, I'm going to talk about one of my link building strategies. It's not my main one, but it's one of maybe 5 or 6 that I use that has been pretty successful for me. And this one is one of the more successful ones in terms of its success rate. Most times that I try this, it will succeed, which is really nice. So let's have a look at it. It's called the reverse outreach link building strategy, or at least I just made that term up just then because I need to come up with a word for it. But I guess that's kind of a way of explaining how I do it. And I get really high quality links from this strategy, as I'll show you in a second. So if we go through, I'll just show you one of the links that I built earlier this year using this strategy. So the domain traffic on the site where the link was placed had 32,000 per month visitors to the domain, not the page. And that was measured by SEMrush. The domain authority measured by Moz, of course, was 64. It cost me nothing. The cold outreach was 0. I didn't send any cold outreach emails at all. And I spent probably 15 minutes or less overall obtaining this link. And a really nice thing about it is it's not traceable at all back to me. There's really no evidence that I placed the link. So here's how I went about it. Oh, sorry, I should show you. This is the details of the link that I mentioned in the previous slide. So you can see here that's SEMrush. It's got 38,000 keywords and 33,000 visitors per month to the website where the link was placed. Now, when I do get a link placement, I always check on SEMrush. Things I like to look out for include that the website where the link was placed is getting traffic from Google, and that it is has some ranking keywords. The reason I want to check those two things is because if it's got traffic from Google and ranking keywords, it means that it's in good standing with Google, that this website hasn't been just totally trashed and burnt out, and it hasn't got any manual penalties or anything like that. It's doing pretty well because it's got keywords and it's got traffic. And I should mention that Sean Mars taught me that strategy. So go and check out Sean's YouTube channel if you haven't yet. He's taught me just so many great things over the past few months. And there's the DA 64, and you can see there's actually 29 links pointing to the page on which I got the link already, which is really nice. That just adds to the quality of the link. So how much would that cost with the Hoth? On the Hoth, you can either choose domain authority or traffic to the domain. If you chose domain authority, the maximum that the Hoth can guarantee is 50 plus DA. So a 64 DA, they don't even have a 60 plus option. So it's obviously a very high quality link. And that would have cost $500 with the Hoth to place a link on a similar DA page. Similarly, if I went with the publisher traffic option with the Hoth, they can only guarantee 25,000 traffic per month. And the site that I got it on, according to SEMrush, was getting in the 30,000 range. So again, it's the highest quality link that you would be able to buy from the Hoth, about $500. Okay, what about Rhino Rank? Rhino Rank, their top links that they'll offer you is DA 40 plus guest posts, which would be about $260 US. And I had a chat with one of the Rhino Rank people the other day, and they said there is no guarantee of traffic or domain ranking keywords. So essentially, they can't guarantee me that the domain in which I get the link is getting traffic from Google or even has ranking keywords on Google, meaning that that $260 link that Rhino Rank would provide me probably wouldn't be as good either. So that's just an overview to show how good quality the links are that you can get through this method. So how to do this method? First one is every time that you get an inbound outreach link, those links that we all get every day, someone's sending you an email saying, hey, can I guest post on your website? Check the byline of all those inbound emails. If the byline is from an SEO agency or an outreach manager, request a link exchange, but insist it is a link from a unique third-party domain. This only really works if the link is if the company who is trying to put a link on your website is a SEO agency or has an SEO manager. And I'll show you why in a moment. So here's the first example. Someone sent me an email and they said, I was wondering if you'd like to collaborate with us on this content. Our team of industry experts will contribute content to your blog. We are open to sponsoring the content. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards. So very normal outreach email that someone has sent into me. So I didn't have to send any outreach emails. That's why I'm calling it the reverse outreach method, because I'm using other people's outreach. And I can see on their byline that this person is an outreach manager for this website. So I responded and I said, "Hi, thanks for getting in touch. Can I counter with another collaboration idea? If you're currently writing a guest post elsewhere, I'll provide do follow contextual links to the web page that they want to get the link to if you link to me on one of the guest posts that you write on a future site." And then I said, it'll probably save you money, time, and effort because you don't have to pay me to put a link onto my website. All you have to do is get me a link and then I'll give you a link in return. So she said, "Hi Chris, thanks for getting back to me. I think that's a great idea. We normally publish several guest posts per month on very authoritative sites. I'll make sure we link to your blog in January and I'll send you the post with the link to your blog once they are live. Wish you all the best for your holidays. Best regards." And then her name again. 2 weeks later, she sent me another email. "Hi Chris, please find a link to your blog on our new guest post." And she sent me the link. "I'll try to add more links to your blog in the posts I write in upcoming months." So I got a great link to a website that I knew was quite well known within my niche and quite well respected in my niche. Without any effort, I literally sent her, I sent her one email saying, "Can I counter? Get me a link and then I'll give you a link." And then that's all it took. So why it works? The first reason why I think it works is SEO agencies and large websites are guest posting en masse on high quality domains around the web. They're writing several guest posts per month all over the internet. So they have access to domains. They have access to domains where they can put links to my website. They have more access than I do. Secondly, they also like that they're getting a free link from me for their clients, which makes them look good because they don't have to pay me for that link. All they have to do is slip in a link, should be pretty easy for them on one of the guest posts that they're writing, and then they get a free link so that they can show their boss, "Look, I built this many links and I didn't even spend as much money as you expected me to spend to build those links." So here's another example. This person says, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's you can pause it if you want and read that. It's just a regular outreach email that most people would get into their email address a couple of times a week. And they said, "Here's a guide that we would like you to link to on your website. We think it would be relevant. We found a web page on your website that we would like you to add a link to." And then I saw that in the byline it said Junior Content Marketing Specialist with SiegeMedia.com. So I clicked and looked at the guide, the top red circle there, and the guide was to a different website, to SiegeMedia.com. So I clicked on SiegeMedia.com and bang, straight away I realized, oh, this is an SEO agency working as a third party for the other website that they're trying to get links for. So this SEO agency must be seeking and putting links all over the internet all the time, all day, every day. So I said, "Thanks for getting in touch. Depending on how many domains you've got access to or current guest posts you're writing, I'm wondering, are you able to provide a reciprocal inbound link from another website?" So she said, "Hi Chris, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the back end of that original website, so I'm unable to place a reciprocal link, but I'm more than happy to use you as a source in one of my upcoming pieces." So I said, "That'd be perfect. Having a citation from another website would be better anyway to triangulate the links. This is literally link triangulation." And then I said, "Link to any of my articles, I don't mind. Get in touch." 2 weeks later, she gets in touch and she said, "I wanted to let you know I found a natural link for one of your posts. I used this phrase and I've linked it to a certain post on your website." And that's it. Again, 2 emails, very short emails, just saying, "Yeah, I'll put a link on my website for you, but you need to find a link for me." And SEO agencies can do it all day, every day, and they'll be happy to do it for you. I get very high success rates of doing this. So last thing I want to just mention is a bit of link building 101 stuff, just in case you've made it here, but you're not quite sure what you should be doing in terms of link building. So what I do for my affiliate websites is I try to build 3 to 5 links per month for the first 6 months of the site. My goal is to try to get my domain authority above 20. If you look at my previous videos or any of the videos that I'm making on how I find niches, you'll understand that domain authority 20 is a bit symbolic for me as sort of a little bit of a threshold between sort of no good, low authority blogs. And if it gets above 20, we start seeing that the domain the domain has a little bit more authority in Google's eyes. I would usually try to build 70% guest posts and 30% niche edits. Niche edits is where a link is put into an older article rather than a fresh brand new article. And I do find that my link building does get easier as I grow, and that the first 20 links are the hardest in my experience on my websites. I must say that you shouldn't look to me as some sort of guru on link building. I'm not even making a full-time living out of this yet. But that's just my approach. And I have found, especially with my largest site, that as time goes by, I'm getting these outreach emails where I can start passively doing building links by just saying, yeah, I'll link to you, but you need to link to me from a third-party website. And it works really well. The last thing I want to say is, if you find link building too hard, I personally don't have a problem with you buying links. I buy links for my second website because it's my bottleneck. It's a waste of time. I spend days and days and days trying to hunt out links, and I have better ways to spend my time, so I'm happy to buy the links. So in my opinion, time is money, and if you're wasting days and days and days trying to get one guest post, then maybe you need to go and buy links, because you're not just wasting time. Every single day that you're not getting advancements on building your website is another day until you're making a full-time living out of it. So you could consider outsourcing your link building. One thing that I've been doing for one of my sites is 3 links a month for 7 months. That'll cost about $2,500, and I consider this to be the cost of entry. I don't go with the Hoth, I go with Rhino Rank for my link building and a couple of other people. But Rhino Rank's pretty good, and every time I get a link from them, I look at the link and it seems to be okay. So the last thing is, following on from that point, stay educated and learn to identify bad links so you don't get duped by people on the internet. And again, I would recommend Sean Mars. I might provide a link to how he assesses links that he gets. But essentially, his method is to go to SEMrush. You can use the free version of SEMrush and see every time you get an inbound link or that you've bought an inbound link, check whether or not it has ranking keywords and whether or not it's getting traffic from Google. And those two things alone should show you that Google holds the site that you've got the link from in pretty good stead. So you should be okay. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching again. Again, any comments in the chat, I'd appreciate. I've been really enjoying having some chats with people and getting an idea of what people think about my strategies or what people want me to talk a little bit more about. So I'd be really happy to hear from you. And thanks. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.